잘 지내셨어요? 이번 주간에 뉴스에서 굉장히 크게 떠들었던 뉴스가 있죠. 그게 뭐였죠?
There was a news article that was uproar throughout this week, and what was that?
파워볼.
Powerball.
사상 최대의 당첨금이 나왔어요.
We had the unprecedented amount of money.
거의 천문학적인 돈이죠.
It was astronomical amount.
이게 어느 정도냐면요. 1.5 billion dollars.
It was $1.5 billion at stake.
그게 그러니까 한국 돈으로 말하면 1조 한 8천억 원 정도 되는데요. 거의 국가 예산과 맞먹는 돈이에요.
So that money itself is actually comparable. It's almost equal to the entire nation's budget per
물론
year.
뭐 entire nation까지는 아니더라도요. 한 어떤 큰 부서의 나라 큰 부서의 어떤 버짓과 맞먹는 그런 금액이라는
Of course,
거죠.
it's not the budget of the entire country, but it is comparable to the budget that could be established in a very large department of the country.
이거를 4명이 나눠 가졌어요.
And the four people gathered, and they had to divide their
그래서
money.
세금 내고 1인당 거의 받아가는 금액이 $300 million.
So then each individual will have to pay taxes, and after all that remains for them will be about $300 million.
한국 돈으로 따지면 3,500억 원 정도. Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine?
이게 얼마나 되는 돈인지 도대체 상상도 안 되는 돈이에요, 그렇죠?
It's an amount of money that we just can't imagine having.
그 당첨된 사람이 부럽나요?
Are you envious of those who won the lottery?
저는 살짝 부럽던데.
I was.
조금.
A little bit.
저 돈을 나한테 줬으면 내가 RUTC 세우고 우리 교회도 짓고 할 텐데.
Because had I won that money, that I would have built the RUTC and give a lot of offerings.
그러면서 뒤에 숨은 계획이 있죠.
And then they have a purpose behind the scene.
현정이도 차도 사주고.
I would have a purpose behind the scene, and I would think about purchasing a car for
그건 숨은 계획이
Hyunjung.
아니죠.
But that is not my hidden purpose
숨은
per
계획은
se.
우리 집도 지은 거 좋은 거
My
사고,
hidden purpose will be to purchase a nice home for
내 차도
myself
더 좋은 차 사고.
and get a good car.
그게 숨은 계획이지.
That will be my hidden purpose.
더 좋은 거 먹고 다니고,
And eat a better food.
뭐 학비 걱정 안 하고.
And not worry about my tuition fee.
다 모든 게 뭐냐면요. 우리가 관심을 갖고 살아가는 게 복음 아닌 것에 관심을 갖고 살아간다는 말입니다.
So in our lives, we give interest or we put our interest upon something that's not the gospel.
원래 돈이라는 것이 하나님이 처음부터 만든 게 아니거든요.
Already, money is not created by God.
창세기 3장 문제 이전에 창세기 1장, 2장에 돈이 필요 없었던 시절이 있었단
Before
말이에요.
Genesis chapter 3, you see Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, it says there's no need for money.
자, 또요. 우리가 지금 학생들이 공부하는데 어렵잖아요.
So we are students, you guys study, and you do need money.
공부 어렵죠.
And I think actually it's hard to study.
공부가 제일 쉬웠어요라고 말하는 사람들 저는 이해가 안 돼.
I don't understand anyone who says that studying was easiest for them.
이게 어떻게 쉽지?
How come that could be easy?
전 이번 학기에 라틴어를 배우고요.
This semester I'm learning Latin,
스페니쉬도 배운단 말이에요.
learning Spanish as well.
원래 러시아어를 배우려 하다가 시간 타임 컨플렉트 있어가지고 지금 일로 바꿨거든요.
I thought about studying Russian before, but because the time coincides, I had to choose this subject.
헷갈린단 말이에요.
And it is confusing.
그리고 다음 학기나 그 다음 학기 러시안도 해야 돼요.
And next semester and the following semester, I will have to study Russian anyway.
얼마나 어려워요.
So how hard would it be?
자꾸 영어도 안 되는데 영어로 다른 언어를 배우니까요. 어려운 거예요.
Think about this. I can't even speak English fluently, and now I have to learn different language in English. So imagine how difficult that would be for
지난
me.
학기에는 제가 프렌치를 영어로 배웠단 말이에요.
Last semester, I had to learn French in English.
아니 프렌치도 어려운데 안 되는 영어로 프렌치를 배우니까 얼마나 어려워요.
Learning French itself is difficult, but now I had to learn French in English that I don't speak well. It was very difficult for me.
그러니까 공부하는 게 절대 쉽지가 않은 거예요.
So studying was not absolutely easy.
자, 창세기 3장 이전에 공부할 문제 있었어요, 없었어요?
Before Genesis chapter 3, was there a problem with studying or not?
그러면 모든 문제가 어디서 시작된 겁니까?
Then where did all the problem begin?
창세기 3장 이후에 시작된 거란
It began
말이죠.
after Genesis chapter 3.
그러면 오늘 우리가 중요한 것을 좀 깨닫고 발견해야 된다는 말입니다.
Then we have to understand and realize the important thing today.
하나님이 우리를 만드신 원래 인간의 축복을 우리가 누려야 된다는 거죠.
We have to enjoy the blessing that God has granted to original mankind.
내가 원래 누구냐라는 거예요.
So originally, who are you?
내가 누군지를 알아야 거기에 맞도록 살아갈 거 아닙니까?
You need to know who you are to live according to that identity.
대부분 내가 누군지를 모르니까요. 거기에 못 맞춰서 살아가는 거예요. 틀리게 살아가는 거예요.
But vast majority of people don't know who they are. That's why they don't live their lives according to their identity.
내가 학생이면 학생답게 살겠죠.
If you're a student, then you're going to live as a student.
내가 아빠니까 아빠답게 사는 거예요.
Now, I am a father, so I live my life like a father.
그리고 내가 목사니까 목사답게
And
사는
I'm a
거고.
pastor, so I live like a pastor.
내 나이가 얼마 되니까 그 나이답게 살아가게
Now
돼요.
that I'm a certain year old, I live my life according to my age.
근데 대부분요 자기가 누군지를 모르니까요 자기에게 맞지 않는 삶을 살게
The
됩니다.
majority of people don't know who they are, so they live their lives that does not fit them.
원래 내가 누군지를 알아야 된다니까요.
You need to know originally who you were.
원래 내가요 하나님으로부터 창조받은 하나님의 형상 가진 하나님의 사람이라는 겁니다.
So originally you were created with the image of God. And so you have the image of God.
이사야 43장 21절에 보니까 우리는 지음받은 목적이 뭐냐면요 하나님께 찬양하는 게
And
목적이에요.
Isaiah chapter 43 says that the purpose of our creation was to praise God.
오늘도 내가 또 느꼈어.
And I felt something again today.
오늘 이렇게 찰스하고 알렉스하고 찬양하는 나는 너무 좋더라고.
When Charles and Alex were singing, I was so happy.
왜 이렇게 잘해?
I wondered why they're so good.
듣는데 참 나는 너무 그냥 듣기만 해도 너무 좋아.
While I was just listening, I just felt so good.
우리 다음 주부터는 오후에 예배하니까 계속해서 잘 부탁드려요.
So next week we're going to have our service in the afternoon, so I continue to ask for your service.
더 이상 안 늦겠지 이제.
So please don't be late.
나는 그 찬양하는 게 너무 좋은데 비단 그 노래 부르는 거 그 목적만은 아닌 거예요.
So singing praises or listening to you singing, it was so good, but singing itself was not the purpose, right?
하나님을 찬양한다는 의미는 뭐냐면요. 하나님께 영광을 돌린다는
So
의미예요.
to say you praise God means you glorify God.
그리고요. 원어적인 해석을 보면 자기 자리를 지키는 것이에요.
And the root word, or if you go into the root of that, it means that you are giving the position, the original position to
이게
God.
좀 어려운 말이긴 한데요. 자기 자리를 지킨다는 말은 뭐냐면 원래 목적에서 벗어나지 않는 것을 말하는
It
겁니다.
is quite hard to understand, but what it means to give the position originally that was, belong to God, it means that we don't deviate from His
나무는
office.
땅에서 뿌리를 내리고 살아가는 것이 하나님께 영광 돌리는 거예요.
So roots or trees, they need to root down in the ground to glorify God.
해는 하나님이 만드신 목적대로 하늘에서 빛을 발하는 것이 하나님께 영광을 돌리는 겁니다.
Sun was created to shine light according to God's purpose. So standing in that position to shine the light means they're glorifying God.
물론 그들이 하나님께 경배를 드리는 어떤 의식적인 존재냐 했을 때 그거는 아니죠.
Of course, if you were to ask if those things are all, those things all have the soul to glorify God, or do they have the consciousness? Of course, it's not.
그렇지만 모든 것이 하나님이 만드신 목적대로 지금 살아가고 있단 말이에요.
But everything lives or serves a purpose or function according to how God has purposed
그
it
자리에서
in their own position.
그것을 떠나면 그 목적에서 벗어나게 되면 다 죽게 돼 있죠.
If they deviate from their purpose, or if they deviate from their position, they would all die.
아무리 큰 나무라도 땅에서 뽑혀지면 창조 원리에서 벗어나면 죽게 돼 있는 거라니까요.
No matter how strong the tree may be, if the tree is uprooted or comes out from the ground and it comes out from the original purpose or position, then that tree will decay.
여러분 물고기가 지금까지 발견된 물고기 중에 제일 큰 게 어느 정도 될 것 같아요. 크기가.
And among all the fishes that we have discovered on Earth, how big would be the biggest fish?
제일 큰 고래가 길이가 얼마나 될 것 같아요?
The largest whale, per se. What would be the size of that whale?
길이.
The length of the whale?
막 찍어봐.
Guess anything.
성규야. 길이가 몇 미터야? 찍어. 10m?
10 meter.
야, 저기 볼티모 박물관 가도 10m짜리 있어요.
You could even go to Baltimore Aquarium and you'll see a fish that's 10 meter long.
10m면 너무 작잖아.
10 meters is too short. It's
고래가
small.
10m면 너무 작잖아.
If a whale is 10 meter long, that's not going to work.
50m?
50 meters?
50m 뛰어봤어요?
Have you run 50 meters?
그런 물고기가 다닌다고?
Do you think that there is a fish that big?
뭐 개쓰니까
It's a guess.
더 없어요?
25 meter.
100m가 넘습니다.
It's longer than 100 meters.
흰수염 고래라는 게요. 길이가 100m가 넘어요.
There's a certain whale with a different name, and that whale is longer than 100 meter.
어마어마하죠.
It's quite tremendous, right?
제가 그 백과사전에서 봤거든요.
And I actually found that whale from encyclopedia.
길이가 100m래.
And I heard that it's actually longer than 100 meters.
보니까 내가 고등학교 다닐 때 우리 학교가 건물이 100m가 안 됐어요.
And I thought about this, and my school, when I was in high school, my school was not even longer than 100 meters.
대부분의 학교들 여러분 학교 길이가 100m가 잘 안 돼요.
And the vast majority of the schools, if you actually look at the length or the width of the size of the school, you don't see any school that's longer than 100 meters.
생각해 보니까 이 고래가 우리 학교보다 큰 거야.
So then I realized that this whale is longer, bigger than my school.
요나를 삼킨 게 이해되더라고.
So then I could understand how a big, large fish or whale could swallow up Jonah.
요나 물고기가 요나 삼켰잖아요.
Because a large fish, it says, swallowed
아니
Jonah.
학교만한 물고기가 돌아다니는데 뭐 요나 하나 삼키는 게 그게 뭐
You can think
일이겠어요?
about this. A whale that's larger than my school is roaming around the sea. Then it's easier. It's a piece of cake for them to swallow someone like Jonah.
그런데 그 물고기도 물 떠나면 죽는다고.
But even that fish, if that fish were to deviate from the water, that fish will die.
지가 아무리 커도 물 떠나면 죽어요.
No matter how large and grand that fish may be, if that fish leaves the water, then it will die.
우리는 하나님과 함께 살도록 지음받았단 말이에요.
We were created to live with God.
그런데 하나님과 함께 안 산다는 거죠.
But we don't live with God.
그러면서 잘 살기를 원해요.
And we desire to live a good life.
절대로 하나님을 떠나서는 잘 살 수가 없다니까요.
That absolutely you cannot live a good life without God.
물고기가 물 떠나면 살 수 없듯이
Just like the fish cannot live without water.
한국에 우리 동네 가면요 1000년 된 은행나무가 있어요.
And when you go to Korea, in my region or in my town, there's a tree, ginkgo tree, that's over 100 years old.
1000 years old.
1,000 years old.
1000년이 넘었는데 그래서 그 동네가 은행나무 골이에요.
So that ginkgo tree is 1,000 years old, or actually older than that. So that town or there's a street named after that tree.
그러니까 그게 동네 자체가 은행나무 그 길이 은행나무 길이야.
And so that whole town is actually centered around that ginkgo tree, and there's a road named ginkgo tree.
개도 1000년을 넘게 살았어도 뽑히면 죽어요.
Even for a dog,
그
even for that tree, if that tree were to be rooted down or uprooted from the ground, no matter how old that tree may be, that tree would die.
우리가 아무리 훌륭해도요, 아무리 똑똑하고 지식이 많아도, 아무리 돈이 많아도, 로또에 당첨돼도 하나님 없으면 못 산다.
No matter how renowned and well learned and well educated we may be, even though we may have won that lottery, if we are separated from God, if we are without God, then we will all die and perish.
근데 우리는 하나님 없이 살아갈라 해.
But we try to live our lives without God.
심지어는 하나님 없이 살아가는 친구들을 보면 부럽게 보여.
There are people it goes beyond that. When we see people who live their lives without God, we envy them.
전도 훈련을 쭉 시켰어요.
So I trained some people for evangelism training.
전도 훈련을 쭉 시키고 나서 아이들 포럼을 시켜보니까 어떤 아이가 참 재밌는 포럼.
After doing evangelism training, I asked this one student to give forum, and it was a very interesting forum that I heard from him.
목사님 메시지에 의하면 자기 불신자 친구들이 분명히 불신 상태에 빠져 있어야 되는데 안 보인다는
That
거지.
student said that according to your word, it says that my friends are in the midst of unbelievers state, and whenever I look at my friends, I don't see that state.
자기가 봤을 때는 분명히 행복해 보인대.
And that student was saying that, when I look at my friends, they look all happy.
자기가 문제가 더 많대.
And that person has more problem than their friends.
걔는 일단 공부도 잘하고,
Because, other students, they study well,
심지어 나보다 예쁘고,
and they're prettier,
그리고 집도 나보다 잘 살고,
and their families better, well off.
문제가 없어 보인대.
And so it seems as though friends don't have problems.
그래서 물어봤대.
So then that student
너는
asked
혹시 뭐 문제 같은 거 없냐고.
their friends and said, do you not have any problems?
없대.
And the friends were saying, I don't have any problems.
그 자기는 불신자 상태가 전혀 안 보인대, 걔를 보면서.
So that student said, I don't see any spiritual problems or the problems itself to other people.
성황리에 응팔이가 끝났어요.
And it seems as though a very famous TV show from Korea has come to an end.
드라마가 있었는데 그게 끝났어.
There was a TV show or drama that aired in Korea and it came to an end.
어쨌든 다 잘 살아.
Anyhow, everybody lived well
다 틀린 말이에요.
in the end of that drama, and it's all wrong.
하나님 없이 그렇게 살 수가 없어.
There's no way people could live like that without God.
그게 불신 상태가 나는 보이더라니까요.
But I could see the state of unbelievers.
그렇게 훌륭한 태기가 수면제를 먹고 잘 수밖에 없는 이유가 나는
But I
보이더라니까.
could see why that famous there's a famous character in the drama, and I could see why that person has no choice but to go to sleep without with ambient.
어마어마한 실력의 바둑 선수인데 이 바둑 기사가 잠도 못 자고 시달리는 게 보이더라니까요.
And that character is a very famous Go player, and even though he plays Go really, really well, that person could not go to sleep without ambient.
다 보여, 다 보여.
And I could see all of that from the TV show.
여러분들이 꼭 보여주기 바랍니다.
And I hope you're able to see that as well.
여학생들이 뭐 미국은 모르겠는데 한국에서는 이렇게 여학생들이 보니까요. 이렇게 그 유튜브에서 실험한 재밌는 내용이 하나 있어요.
But in Korea, there is a social experiment that went on YouTube.
그 강원도 그 가면 굉장히 동해바다 굉장히 좋은 데가 있어요.
When you go to Gangwon region, there is a very good place to rest and eat sea.
좋은 차를 가지고 여자들을 헌팅하면 잘 되냐 안 되냐 실험했어.
And so then they had the social experiment, and these guys went around with a good car, a very nice car to entice women, and they were wondering if women will be enticed.
실험에 쓰인 차는 뭐냐?
And that the car they used
벤츠 컴포터버 이거.
was a convertible Benz or Mercedes.
그거 가지고 이제 실험을 했어요.
So with that, they ran a social experiment.
성공률이 무려 90%야.
And 90%, and it showed 90% of success rate.
만약에 그게 실험이라 그렇다고 쳐도요. 만약에 이 남자가 진짜 돈이 많아서 그거 타고 다닌다. 거기 넘어가면 안 된다니까요.
So even if it is a social experiment, let's say you saw a man with a good car like that, then you shouldn't be swooned over that.
우리 복음 가지고 우리 알렉스가 제일 멋있지.
And Alex with the gospel is the most
Alex,
handsome. Oh, Alex over there.
복음 가지고 우리 찰스가 제일 멋있지.
And the Charles with the gospel, he's the most classy.
맞아요?
Is that right?
또 요셉이 안 해주면 안 되지.
And of course, I have to mention Joseph.
복음 가지고 요셉이가 제일 멋있지.
Joseph with the gospel is the most classy.
안 그래요?
Isn't that right?
또 한 명씩 다 하면 시간 많이 가니까.
But I can't mention every single person because of the
복음
time
가지고 여러분들이
constraint.
제일 멋있지.
But all of you with the gospel, you guys are all classy.
안 그래요?
Isn't that right?
나는 여러분이 제일 멋있어 보여.
I think you are all classy.
여러분이 제일 예뻐 보여.
You are the most pretty.
근데 우리가 다 원래 인간의 조건에서 벗어나서 우리의 생각이 다 바뀌어 버렸다고.
But we have deviated from the original purpose of the mankind, and our thoughts have all changed.
뭐 이번에는 로또가 너무 큰 돈이라 좀 이미지네이션이 안 된다고 쳐도요. 다 그 돈 때문에 살아간단 말이에요.
Now that amount of money, the winners, the lottery winners, one is astronomical, so we can't really imagine. But people all try to live that lives.
물론 미국에 살아보니까 편지함을 매일 열어봐야 돼요.
Of course, when you live in America, you must always open your mails.
이놈의 편지가 열면요 90%가 돈 내내는 거야.
Because if you open your mails, 90% of the time you have to pay the bill.
나는 한국에 여름마다 갔는데요. 꼭 이거 편지함 열어주는 사람을 내가 부탁하고 간다니까.
So every year I would go to Korea during the summer, but every time I go there, I would have to ask someone to watch over my mailbox.
적어도 일주일에 한 번 안 열면 얘가 폭발해 편지함이.
Because if I don't open my mailbox once a week at least, then that mailbox would itself will burst.
절반은 스팸.
And half of the mails I get are all spam.
절반은 빌.
And half of them are bills.
뭐 기쁜 소식은 몇 개 없죠.
And there are not many mails you get. The good, joyful mails you get.
기쁜 소식은 뭐 진짜 1년에 한 10배 미만인 것 같아요.
You don't usually get your joyful or happy mails. You only get about 10 per year.
예전에 한번 통신사에서 무슨 메일이 왔더라고요.
Long ago, I received a mail from a kind of communication company,
책을 보냈더라고.
and I received a book from that mail.
체크 이렇게 보냈다고.
A check. They sent me a check.
미안. 내가 돈을 더 냈대.
And they said that I overpaid my bill,
그렇다면서 그걸 돌려준다 하더라고.
and that they were trying to return that check.
기쁘더라고.
And I was happy.
이놈들이 맨날 돈 달라고만 하더니 어떻게 돈을 나한테
I
돌려줘?
realized, all the service companies, they want my money, and yet they paid me.
그런 거 몇 번 없어요?
And I didn't receive that mail all that frequently.
네, 늘 돈 내라는 거야.
And every time I have to pay something.
그러니까 우리는 그거 내야 돼.
So I do have to pay
그거 내야 살죠.
to live.
그거를 내야 내 휴대폰도 쓰고,
And I have to pay that to use my cell phone.
그거를 내야 우리 집에 전기도 들어오고,
And I have to pay those bills to get electricity in my
물도
home.
나오고,
And to get water from my home.
그럼 겨울에 히터도 틀고 하죠.
And in the winter, I could turn on the heaters.
그게 필요 없다는 말이 아닙니다.
I'm not saying those are unnecessary.
근데 그게 다인 양 살아간다는 거죠.
But we live our lives as if that's everything.
좋은 대학도 가야 됩니다.
We have to go to a good college.
대부분 제가 이렇게 렘넌트 사역하다 보니까 부모님이 저를 별로 안 좋아해요.
So when I do remnant ministry, a lot of times parents don't like me.
학생들은 너무 좋아하는데.
Students do though.
그 이유는 공부하지 말라 그러거든요.
It's because I tell students not to study.
아이들은 해방감을 느껴요.
And so students feel liberated.
어차피 공부 안 하는데
They feel free.
마음이라도 편해.
They don't study at all anyway. So in their heart, they are at ease.
아니 제가 공부하지 말랬다고 할 놈이 안 하고 할 놈은 아니고 할 학생이 안 하고 안 할 학생이 하고 그렇습니까?
And think about this. Just because I say or tell the students not to study, do you think the people who actually study won't study, and the people who don't study won't study at all either?
마음이라도 편하게 삽시다.
So let's just put our heart at ease.
어차피 공부 안 되는데.
Because we don't study at all anyway.
근데 제가 공부하지 말라는 건 아니에요.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't study at all, right?
공부를 잘해도 되고 못해도 된다는
You could
말이에요.
study well, you don't have to study well.
잘할 수도 있고 못할 수도 있어요.
You could be good at studying, you could not be
근데
good at studying.
잘해야만 된단 말이죠.
But people say you have to study well.
그게 틀린 거예요.
That itself is incorrect.
좋은 대학, 나쁜 대학의 기준을 누가 만들었어요?
So who made the standard to measure which college is good and which college is
세계
bad?
랭킹 1위의 대학을 누가 기준으로 삼은 거예요?
So with what kind of standard or whose standard do we call certain college number one?
그럼 세계 랭킹 1위가 어느 대학입니까?
So which college is number one in the world?
하버드예요?
Is it Harvard?
한국에 있어요.
There's one in Korea.
한국에 세계 랭킹 1위의 대학이 있다니까.
There's one school that's number one in the world.
RUTS라고 있어요.
It's Remnant Theological Seminary.
그 세계 랭킹 1위의
It's
대학이에요.
RDS. And it's number one in the world.
그렇게 보여져요?
Do you see it that way?
제가 거기 나왔는데
I graduated from there.
주목사님 거기 나오셨는데
Pastor Jew came out from there.
세계 살리 전도자들을 만들어낸 학교가 세계 랭킹 1위 아니에요?
It's a school that provides or nourishes all the evangelists who will save the world. So that must be number one school.
그렇게
then.
보여져요 진짜?
Are you really able to see that?
제가 무익하나마 부득불하게 이게 말하고 싶은 건 뭐냐면 물론 저도 연세대학을 졸업했어요.
There's something that I really want to say and be considerate in saying. So I graduated from Yonsei University.
여기서 존스 홉킨스 마스터를 했어요.
Now I finished my master's degree in Johns Hopkins.
지금 닥터럴 디그리를 하고 있어요.
Now I'm studying to get my doctorate degree.
다 장학금 받고 하고 있어요.
And I'm doing all that with scholarships.
근데 안 자랑스러워요.
But I'm not proud of it.
학교 다니는 게 안 기뻐요.
I'm not happy to go to school.
전도하러 가요.
I want to go to
근데
evangelize.
저는 RTS 할 때 행복했어요.
And when I was in RTS, I was quite happy.
진짜 행복했어요.
I was truly happy
전도하는 학교야.
because it's a school that evangelizes.
한 학기에 일주일씩 학교를 완전 쉬어버리고 캠프해.
And so every month we would actually take break from the school and we would go and evangelize.
한 세메스터에 한 세메스터에 일주일을 아예 학교를 안 하고 캠프를 한다고.
Actually, 1 week, we would take out 1 week from the entire semester and we'll go and evangelize and
그래서
don't study.
그 캠프 주간을 위해서요 한 학기 동안 내내 준비하고 분석하고 전학생이 캠프를 나간단
So that
말이에요.
throughout the whole semester, all students in that school, they would all prepare for that 1 week of evangelism camp. And we will all prepare ourselves and go there all together.
진짜 좋은 학교 아니에요?
Isn't that a good school then?
난 거기 나온 게 제일 자랑스러운데.
I'm most proud of myself for the fact that I've graduated from
그리고
that.
제가 다닌 학교들 많이 있거든요.
And there are many other schools that I've been to.
전도학교,
Evangelism schools that are.
전도신학원,
Evangelism Institute that is.
선교사 훈련원.
Missionary Training Center.
저는 그거 되게 좋던데요.
I really love all that.
우리가 기준이 다 바뀌었다니까요 지금.
All of our standard of measurement have all shifted.
여러분 공부 못해도 돼요.
It's okay even though you don't get good grades.
나는 자신 있게 말할 수 있어.
I can boldly tell you.
전도 목적이 아니면 대학을 안 가도 돼.
If it's not a purpose of evangelism, you don't have to go to college.
좋은 학교 가도 돼.
You could go to good college though.
안 가도 돼.
You don't have to go to college.
좋은 직장을 가도 돼.
You could go and have a good job.
안 가도 문제될 거
You
없어.
don't have to though, because there's no problem in that.
우리가 원래 인간의 목적을 잃어버리면요. 무엇을 해도 그게 다 쓸데없는
If we
거예요.
lose hold of the original purpose of the mankind, then all that we do will be all meaningless.
내가 원래 인간의 축복을 회복하게 되면 나에게 있는 작은 기능이 쓰임받게 돼.
But if you restore the plan or purpose of the original mankind, then even the small thing you do will be used for the great work.
그러면 하나님이 왜 인간에게 복음을 주셨습니까?
Then why did God give the gospel to mankind?
우리에게 하나님이 왜 복음을 성경 말씀을 주셨냐고요.
Now, why did God give us the gospel, the words in the Bible?
원래 우리가 하나님을 만나서 하나님을 누리며 살아야 되는 인간이 하나님과 분리됐단 말이에요.
Originally, we were supposed to be with God and enjoy our lives with God, and yet we were separated from God.
마치 물고기가 물을 떠난 것처럼 인간이 하나님을 떠나게 됐다고.
Just like the fish without water, we, or mankind, have been separated from God.
물고기가 물 떠난 물고기가 절대 행복할 수 없듯이 우리가 하나님을 떠나서 절대 행복할 수 없다.
Just as the fish outside of the water won't be happy if we are completely separated from God, we stay that way, then we won't be happy.
연애를 하면 행복하죠.
You're happy when you date
연애 세포가 있잖아.
because you have. I understand that you guys all have these cells for dating.
내가 좀 잘못한 게 하나 있어요.
There's one thing that I did wrong.
내가 이렇게 사역을 하면서요. 아이들을 너무 성령 충만하게 만들다 보니까 애들이 연애를 안 하더라고요.
When I was doing the evangelism camp, while I was running my ministry, I've made my students filled with the Holy Spirit so much that they wouldn't even go out and date.
복음 누리는 게 너무 좋으니까 연애할 마음이 안
And they
든대.
just love enjoying the gospel so much, they wouldn't even go out.
그래서 제가 좀 잘못한 것 같아.
So I think that is on my fault.
애들이 연애 세포가 다 죽어가지고
Because all their cells for dating or going out are all have
애들이
decayed.
연애를 안 해 더 이상.
So people won't go out and date.
그래서 제가 이제 미국 막 떠나오니까 이제 막 시집장가들 가더라고 이제.
But when I basically left to Korea, people went and had dated and they got married.
제가 농담삼아 한 말이고 하나님 시간표가 있겠습니다만
But now I was actually joking. But anyhow, there must be God's time schedule.
연애하면 기분이 좋죠.
But you are happy when you're dating.
남자친구 만나고 여자친구 만나면 가슴이 쿵쾅대지.
And when you go out with your girlfriend or boyfriend, your heart beats fast.
난 연애 처음에 시작할 때 막 생각만 해도 행복하더라고.
When I first began dating my wife, I was just so happy.
막 백박수가 빨라지고
Even when I think of her, because my heart would beat fast.
쿵쾅쿵쾅대고
And I could actually feel my heart beating.
그게 계속 되면 심장병 걸려요.
But if you continue that in that state, you will develop heart disease.
그거 안 좋은 거래.
That's not a good thing.
그게 계속 안 가요.
That's not going to continue on.
그래서 하나님 우리를 사랑해서 계속 안 가도록
God loves us
만드신
so
거예요.
much that He made it so that it doesn't continue on.
내가 지금 와이프하고 11년째 살고 있는데
Now I live with my wife for 11 years.
물론 요즘도 조금씩
So I've
뜁니다만
been together with my wife for over 11 years. Of course, frequently I do have my heart beating
아예 안
fast.
뛴다 그러면 이건 안 되잖아.
But of course, my heart is beating somehow, right?
근데 뛰는 게 옛날하고 다르다고.
But that beat is different than what I used to have before.
그렇게 계속 11년간 뛰었으면 심장병으로 죽었어.
Think about this. If my heart were to beat like that every single time, like I was in a honeymoon period, then I would die.
옛날에 얼마나 뛰었냐?
Do you know how hard or how fast my heart
내가
beated?
이게 뛰기 시작하면 부산에 사물고 서울 가야 돼.
Because I would drive. My heart begins to beat, then I will drive all the way from Busan to Seoul.
그런데요, 그게 그 행복이 나의 행복이 절대 아니라고.
But anyhow, that happiness was not my happiness.
그렇게 뛰다가도 이혼해.
The people see that their hearts are beating and yet they get divorced.
그렇게 뛰다가도 헤어져.
And even after that heartbeat, they separate.
그럴 수 있는 거예요.
They break up, and that could happen.
거기에 우리가 모든 것을 포커스를 두면 안 된다고.
But we shouldn't put our focus, all focus on there.
근데 우리는요, 마치 내가 느끼는 그 느낌이 다 한 것 같아.
But we consider that feeling to be every feeling that we feel.
하나님을 누려야 되는 인간이 다른 것을 누린다고요.
If the people who are supposed to enjoy God, they enjoy something else.
우리는 하나님을 누려야 된다니까요.
We need to enjoy God.
하나님으로 만족해야 되는
We
다른
need to
것이
be
만족하더라고요.
sufficient and satisfied with God, and yet we fill ourselves with something else.
금요일 날 철야배 마치고 기도하는데요. 너무 좋다.
On Friday night, finishing the Friday service, we prayed all together, and I felt so
뭐가
happy.
좋냐? 하나님과 교제하는 시간
That
너무
I'm just so joyful for the fact that I'm communicating with God.
하나님과 내가 깊은 교제하는 시간 너무 행복한 거예요.
Now that I had a deep fellowship with God, I was just so happy.
인간이 그렇게 살아야 되는데 다른 것으로 만족한
And
거예요.
we're supposed to live that way, but people satisfy themselves with something else.
술을 왜 마셔요?
Why do people drink?
저도 마셔봤어요.
I have drank before.
말씀드렸잖아요. 난
I
술 안
drank
먹으면
before.
잠을 못 잤어요.
I drank before, but every time I drink, I would not go to sleep.
많이 마셔봤어요.
I could not. But sometimes I would drink a lot.
그것도 매일 마셨어.
And I drink every single day.
저는 맥주 먹고 취해본 적이 없어요.
I drank every single day one time, and I've never got drunk.
밤새도록
After
맥주를
drinking
마셔서
beer.
안 취했어요.
I've never got drunk after drinking beer every single night or all night long.
술도 잘 마셨다니까.
So I was drinking quite a bit.
근데 하나님 만나고 나서는 제가 안 마셨어요.
But after meeting God, I began stop. I quit.
마실 수도 있지만 안 마셨어.
I quit drinking, and although I could drink, I stopped drinking.
왜 안 마셨냐?
Do you know why?
내가 더 이상 술 마실 이유가 없어졌어.
Because there was no reason for me to drink.
나는 너무 힘들어서 마셨거든.
I drank because things were so difficult for me.
술 마시는 게 나쁘다는 게 아니에요.
Drinking itself is not bad.
여러분하고 저거 술도 마실 수도 있어요.
You and I could drink together too.
그게 뭐 큰 문제가 되겠습니까?
Could that be a big problem?
그렇지만 제가 여러분과는 마실 일이 별로 없을 겁니다.
But of course, I won't have any purpose to drink with you.
왜냐하면요, 그게 잘못돼서가 아니라 보는 사람들이 시험 들 수 있어요.
Not because it's wrong to drink, but other people who are watching us could fall into trials.
그 일을 내가 굳이 왜 하냐고.
Why do I have to really purposefully do that?
그러니까 여러분도 우리가 이번에 수련회 가면 주스를 마실 거라니까.
And so when we go to retreat this time, we will drink juice.
술을 마실 수도 있고 안 마실 수도 있고 마약을 할 수도 있고 안 할 수도 있는데 그거를 안 마시면 안 되니까 그게 문제라고요.
People could drink, may not drink. People could use drug, may not use drug. That's not really all that important. But the people are not able to come out from that. That's what's important.
우리는 하나님을 누려야 된다고.
We need to enjoy God.
하나님을 누려야 되는 인간이 하나님 떠나서 하나님 못 누리니까 그게 무슨 이유죠? 창세기 3장의 이유로 하나님과 분리돼서 그게 문제가 시작된 거죠.
We need to enjoy God. And yet, what is our problem? After Genesis chapter 3, we were separated from God. We're not able to enjoy God. That is a problem.
그게 뭐예요? 사단이 있다니까요.
So what's behind the scene? Satan.
왜 그렇게 나는 말씀이 안 깨달아질까요?
Why am I not able to, or why are we not able to understand the word that
왜
much?
그렇게도 나는 하나님이 안 누려질까요?
Why is it that I can't enjoy God all that much?
왜 나는 그렇게도 육신적으로 살아갈까요?
Why do I live my life so in physical and corporal way?
거기에 사단이 역사한다는 것을 생각 안 해보셨습니까?
Have you ever not think about how Satan's working behind the scene?
자, 이번에 우리가 수련회 가면 여러 가지 이야기를 나누게 될 거예요.
When we go to retreat this time, we will share many conversations.
저는 학생들하고 이성적인 이야기 하는 것도 굉장히 좋아해요.
And I love talking about opposite sex with the students.
왜냐면 알아야 되니까.
Why? Because I want to know.
좀 어린 학생들한테 알려줘야 되거든요.
And also, I should teach our younger students.
지금 우리 이삭이가 여기 너무 예쁘게 앉아 있는데 알 거 다 한단 말이에요.
So Isaac here is sitting here so beautifully, and he knows everything,
그치?
right?
우리 좌시아가 저 뒤에서 저렇게 은큼하게 앉아 있는데 다 안 되니까.
So little Joshua sitting there in a very lustful way, and I know he knows everything.
우리가요 같이 대화를 하면서 생각을 바꿔줘야 된다니까요.
Then we should have a natural conversation about this and change our thoughts.
문제는 그게 좋다 나쁘다를 떠나서요. 거기에 사단이
The
역사한다니까요.
problem is not whether it's a good thing or bad thing to do that, but Satan works behind the scene. That's what's important.
성경에 보니까요. 성적인 타락이 일어날 때마다 사단이 역사했고 하나님의 진노가 임했어요.
If you look at the Bible, it says every single time there was a lust arising in the field or in the age, God was enraged and infuriated.
그러니까 우리 모든 것이 마찬가지입니다.
So it's the same for every single time of our lives.
하나님 없는 삶에 거기 반드시 사단이 개입한 거라니까.
So life without God or separated from God, Satan can intervene.
사단에게 속아서 내 자신이 내가 주인 되는 거예요.
So Satan, we are deceived by Satan, and we become the Lord of our lives.
그래서 복음의 내용은 뭡니까?
So then, what is the content or discourse of the gospel?
예수께서 그리스도로 이 땅에 오신 거예요.
Jesus came as the Christ to this world.
왜요?
Why?
창세기 3장 문제가 뭔데요?
What is the problem in Genesis chapter 3?
하나님 말씀을 거역한 거잖아요.
It's disobeying the word of God,
맞죠?
right?
하나님 말씀을 거역한 걸 뭐라 그래요?
What do you call disobeying the word of God?
이거를 죄라 그래요.
We call that sin.
그래서 창세기 3장을 원죄라고 하죠.
So that's why we call Genesis chapter 3 original sin.
여기서 모든 문제 시작됐죠?
All problems began from there, right?
이때 문제 있었어요? 없었어요?
Was there a problem before here?
하나님은 원래 우리 만들 때 문제가 없었다고요.
When God has created us originally, we didn't have any problems.
여러분 가지고 있는 그 문제들이 원래 인간일 때 없었던
The problems that
문제들이에요.
you face right now were the problems that did not exist to the original mankind.
내가 가지고 있는 이 문제가 원래 나는
The
없었던
problem that you
문제라고.
have right now was not existing before.
근데 창세기 3장 문제로 인해서 이 문제가 발생됐단
But
말이에요.
because of Genesis chapter 3, this problem began.
그래서 이 문제를 뭐라 하냐면 근본 문제라고
That is why
하죠.
we call this problem fundamental problem.
사실은요, 그게 모든 문제예요.
But honestly speaking, that's all the problems.
자, 이게 강물이에요.
Let's say this is a river
여기 어떤 공장이 있어.
and there is a certain factory.
공장이 이렇게 있는데 여기 굴뚝에서 연기도 막 이렇게
And from
내뿜고
the chimney, it comes has smokes arise.
그다음에 폐수를 계속 흘려보내.
And then it flows down or flushes down the pollutants.
강물이 오염되겠죠?
So then the river water will be polluted.
그럼 물고기도 죽겠죠?
So then fish will all perish.
여러 가지 문제들이 생기겠죠?
And continuously more problems will begin, right?
뭐가 문제예요?
What would be the cause of problem?
물고기가 죽는 게 문제입니까?
What would be the problem of that cause?
강물이 오염되는 게
What would be
문제입니까?
the cause of that problem? Is
이게
it
문제라고.
the fish dying or is it the water being polluted? This is a problem.
나머지는 다 결과라고요.
Pollutants or the factory, that's a problem. Everything else is just end result.
우리에게 오는 문제들이요. 창세기 3장으로 인한 다 결과라니까.
All the problems that we face right now, they're all the results of Genesis chapter 3.
이게 끝나지 않는 한 아무리 열심히 이거를 노력해도 이 문제 해결 안
So
된다.
as long as this problem persists, no matter how much we try to solve this problem, it's not going to be solved.
창세기 3장 문제를 해결하지 않는 한 우리의 모든 문제 아무리 우리가 노력해도 해결 안 된다고요.
As long as we have Genesis chapter 3 problem not resolved in our lives, all the problems in our lives won't be resolved either.
공부 열심히 해서요. 불신 상태에서 열심히 해도 안 된다고.
You could study well, you could study hard. No matter how much you study hard though, the problem won't be resolved.
스티브 잡스가 성공한 사람입니까?
Is Steve Jobs a successful figure?
쓸쓸하게 최후를 맞이하고 죽었어요.
In a lonely manner, he faced death.
여러분 마이클 잭슨 성공한 사람입니까?
Is Michael Jackson a successful figure?
쓸쓸하게 약물 중독으로 죽어갔어.
In a lonely manner, he had drug abused and he abused his drug and passed away.
여러분 진짜 멋있는 삶을 살아야 되거든요.
So we need to live a very classy life.
저는 기도하는데요. 우리 랩런트들 가운데 빌 게이츠나 스티브 잡스 같은 사람 나오게 해달라고 기도 안 해요.
When I pray, I don't pray for our remnants to be people like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs.
이왕이면 능가해야지.
Because if possible, we should be better than that.
이 가운데서 스티브 잡스나 빌 게이츠를 능가하는 일꾼들이 나올 줄도 믿습니다.
I believe that among you, the people who are better than Bill Gates and Steve Jobs will come out.
쉬워요.
It's easy.
하나님이 여러분 머리 1초만 딱 역사하면 돼.
All God has to do is work upon your brain just a second.
안 그래요?
Isn't that right?
우리가 지금 IQ 그 100 something에서 지금 그거 싸우고 있는데 하는 IQ가 무한대예요.
And so our IQ is in the range of hundreds, and we are competing with that brain.
우리 IQ가 침팬지나 별로 안
But God's
달라.
IQ is actually above and infinite, and our IQ is actually quite comparable to that of chimpanzee.
침팬지 머리 좋은 애는 IQ 100이 넘어요.
And chimpanzees who are very smart, their IQ is higher than 100.
인간 중에서 100 안 되는 사람도 있어요.
And there are people who don't reach that level of 100 IQ.
그 IQ 가지고 살아가려니까 힘들지.
So you try to live your lives with that IQ, that's why things are difficult.
저 위에 계신 분의 도움을 받으시라고.
But receive help from that God above.
너무 멀잖아. 내 안에 계신 분의.
He's too far away in that sense. So enjoy or receive help from God that's inside you.
나와 함께 계신 분의 능력을 믿고 그분의 도움을 받으시라고.
And believe in the power of that God who is in you and receive help from that God.
나는 너무 많이 느꼈어.
I have felt that a lot of times.
나는 오디션을 많이 보러 다니잖아요.
But I go around auditioning a lot.
그래서 힘들어요, 사실.
So things are very difficult for me, honestly.
그제 말고 지난주 토요일 날 오디션 보러 갔었거든요.
So last week or day before that or last week, I went to audition.
시험도 봤잖아요, 그날.
And I had to take an exam before too.
시험 보고 저녁에 오디션 보고 왔어요.
That day, I took an exam. I went to audition.
아팠잖아요.
And I was sick.
노래 부를 수가 없잖아요.
I could not sing.
소리가 나야 부르지.
I could not make any sound.
이거를 미룰라 하다 그냥 갔어.
And I thought about postponing it, but I went.
하나님 목적 있으면 되겠지.
Because if there's God's purpose, it will work.
아, 됐겠어, 안 됐겠어.
Do you think it happened or
안
it
됐으면 말 안
worked or
하지.
not? If it did not work, I wouldn't have spoken about that.
그 쉬운 오디션 아니에요.
It was not an easy audition.
케네디 센터에서 노래 부르는 건데
Singing in the Kennedy Center is not easy.
이 동네에서 제일 좋은 극장 아니에요.
It's the
거기가.
biggest or the best theater in
케네디
this
센터
region.
앞에 가면요, 그 극장 말고 로비에서 공연이 있어요, 공짜로.
So when you go to Kennedy Center, not only in the theater, they have other performances in the hallway.
그 로비에서 공연하는데 그건 공짜로 하고요. 거기 지금 여러분이 만약에 신청하잖아요. 그러면 5년 있다 노래 부를 수 있어요.
So they have
거기서.
performances in the lobby, and when you go there, you would watch immediately. But if you were to perform in the lobby or the hallway, you would have to wait in line for 5 years.
극장 안에서 하는 거 아니고 로비에서 하는 것도 5년간 이야기 끝나 있다고
So
벌써.
not the performances you see in the theater itself, but in the hallway or the lobby, if you want to see that, you have to wait in line for 5 years.
그러면 신청하면 5년을 쓸 수 있냐? 그렇지도 않아요.
And if you actually put your request right now, do you think that you can really use that lobby or hallway within 5 years?
이
That's really not
사람이
the case either.
여기에 우리 로비에 쓸 수 있는 실력이 되냐라는 걸 따지고 세운다고요.
So what they do is actually screen the performer and think or and see whether that performer is befitting that the atmosphere of Kennedy Center or not.
근데 사람들이 왜 그걸 하냐? 로비에서 하는데
But why do people try to be there even though they're performing in the lobby?
돈도 안 받는데
Even though they don't make a lot of money there in the lobby?
그거를 하면 자기가 이름이 이력서에 올라가.
Because if they
공연한
do
내역이.
that, then they can put their name on the resume. They can put the experience they had in the Kennedy Center on their resume.
나는 1년에 3번씩 오페라 공연하는데 거기서
But I perform opera for 3 times
밀레니엄 떼어러에서
in the Millennium Theater.
여기 있는 사람이 그런 사람이니까.
And so I'm that one person.
근데요, 이게 진짜 하나님 은혜라니까요.
But it is really by God's
그게
grace.
자랑할 것도 없고
I don't have to boast about it.
교만할 것도 없고
I don't have to be arrogant.
이상하게 걱정이 안 되더라고.
For some strange reason, I was not worried then.
노래 부르면 걱정이 돼야 되는데 걱정이 안 돼.
But I could not sing, and yet I was not worried.
목이 아프고 잠겨가지고 노래를 부를 수 없는 상황이었어.
My voice was completely locked up, and it was gone, and I just could not sing.
근데 내가 간 이유는 뭐냐면 유저는 거기 끝까지 안 들어요.
The reason is I actually went there anyhow, but the reason is because, they don't listen to the whole song.
한 반 듣고 끊고 됐다고 나가라
So they would
그러는데
listen halfway, and they would say, okay, we're fine. They will let me go out.
아무리 내가 그래도 반은 부를 수 있잖아.
But no matter how sick I am, I could sing a half the song.
그날은 다 시키는 거예요 끝까지.
But for some reason, that day, I had to sing the whole song.
아니, 내 지금 목이 안 좋은데
They asked me to sing the whole song.
처음부터 끝까지 다 시키더라고.
My voice was not stable, and yet they asked me to sing the whole song from the beginning to
절대로
the
끝까지
end.
갈 수 있는 컨디션이
I
아니었거든.
was not in a condition to sing the whole song from the beginning to the end
기침 나오는데.
because I was coughing constantly.
근데요, 그 전 연습할 때까지만 해도 안 됐거든.
And while I was practicing, I could see that I could not sing.
그렇지만 나는 중간에 끊을 걸 믿고 들어갔거든요.
And I went inside to the audition thinking, and I'm surely believing that I won't be singing the whole
안
song.
끄고 끝까지 다 불렀어.
But I sang the whole song.
잘 불렀어.
And I sang well.
누가 하신 거예요?
Who worked upon me?
아니, 나는 걱정 안 한다니까.
Who did that? I was not worried.
만약에 하나님 계획이 있으면 나를 감기 안 걸리게 했겠지.
So if God really had a purpose, then He would not have put me in a situation where I could catch cold.
내가 너무 컨디션 좋아서 잘했으면 내가 잘했다 했을 거 아니에요.
But if I was in a very good condition and sang very well, then I
내가
would say
안
that I did
잘했어.
it. But I didn't do that well.
소리 안 났어요.
I could not sing.
난 여기 피바디 들어갈 때도 그랬어요.
Even when I registered in Peabody, I didn't do that.
아니 아침에요. 그 2옥타브 도를 내야 돼.
And in the morning, I had to go 2 octaves.
2옥타브 C까지 내야 된다.
I had to make my voice range from all the way down to the 2 octaves up to C range.
그 밤에도 잘 안 나는데
I can't even sing that in the night.
연습할 때 안 났더라고 아침에 10시에.
In the morning, at 10 o'clock in the morning, I practiced and I couldn't make that sound.
아 그냥 들어갔어.
But I just went in,
뭐 어떻게 되겠지.
thinking that somehow it's going to work out.
하나님 계획이 있으면 되는 거고.
Because if there's God's purpose, then it will work.
하나님 계획이 없으면 안 되는 거고.
And if there isn't any God's purpose, then
났어 그날.
but I wouldn't do well.
잘 났어.
But I did make that sound well.
여러분 이 안에 계신 분의 능력을 빌리시라고.
So rent this power who is inside of you.
그 능력으로 살아가시라고.
Or borrow that power and live with that power.
힘들 때만 찾는 거 말고.
Don't seek that help only when things are difficult.
아까 메시지 나오잖아 1번 때.
I talked about the pastor talked about this during the first service.
힘들 때만 찾는 정기기도 말고.
Not the regularly scheduled prayer that you pray every time when things are difficult.
매 시간 기도하는 정시기도.
But the scheduled prayer that you pray every single time.
모든 환경을 이길 수 있는 무시기도.
And the continuous prayer with which you can overcome everything.
왜 하나님이 예수 그리스도 이 땅에 보내셨습니까?
Why did God send Jesus Christ to this
인간의
land?
문제가 하나님 떠난 죄 문제라니까요.
Because the problem of mankind is the problem of sin.
그게 왜 죄예요?
Why is that a sin?
하나님 말씀을 거역했잖아요.
We have disobeyed the word of God.
하나님의 원래 만드신 뜻대로 안 살았잖아요.
And people didn't live their lives according to how God has originally purposed.
하나님과 함께 된 인간이 사단의 말 듣고 살았잖아요.
When humans were supposed to be with God and enjoy their lives with God, they lived with Satan's deception.
그래서 예수님이 죄에서 구원할 자로.
That's why Jesus came as the one who will save us from our sins.
맞아요.
Is that right?
그분이 그리스도로
And he came as the Christ.
이 땅에 오셨다고요.
He came as the Christ of
이게
this land.
복음의 내용 아니에요?
That's the purpose and discourse of the gospel, right?
그럼 이 복음을 누리면 될 거
So then
아니에요?
all we have to do is enjoy the gospel.
어떻게 누릴 거예요?
How do you enjoy the gospel?
정말로 여러분들이 복음 누리는 예배 성공, 예배 축복을 누리게 되기
We have
바랍니다.
to enjoy and succeed in the blessing of worship.
금요일 날은 비가 왔어요.
It rained on Friday.
그 겨울비가 많이 오더라고.
And I saw how winter rain came.
그러니까 철야배 때 그 렘넌트들이 잘 안 보이더라고.
And on Friday service, I didn't see a lot of remnants.
그 비 오는 날 밤에 하나님과 교제하는 아름다운 밤. 할렐루야.
So that rainy night, the beautiful rainy night where you can communicate with God, may you restore that. Hallelujah.
그 우리가요 예배 시간을 먼저 딱 정해놓자니까요.
So we have to set our time to worship.
수요예배 오고 철야배 오고 힘든 게 아니에요.
Coming to Wednesday service and Friday service is not a hard
그게
thing.
행복한 시간이라고.
It's a happy time.
하나님께 예배하고 말씀 듣고 기도하고 찬양하는 시간이 행복한 시간이에요.
Worshipping, praising, enjoying God, that is all happy time.
내가 하나님과 교제할 수 있는 기도 시간.
The time to communicate with God, the fellowship prayer.
시간이 다 됐네요. 복음이 모든 것이라고 깨달아지는 게 복음 이해한 겁니다.
You need to enjoy the gospel. You need to know that the gospel is everything. Only then can you say that you have understood the
계속
gospel.
메시지가 나온단 말이에요.
We continue to hear this message.
복음이 이해돼야 된대.
You need to understand the gospel.
복음이 이해 안 돼서 문제가 시작된대.
It says the problem began because we didn't understand the gospel.
이스라엘이 복음을 몰라가지고 자꾸 실패했대.
Israelites faced a great failure because constantly because they didn't know the gospel.
그럼 여러분 분명히 복음을 알고 이해했는데 왜 문제가
Now
해결 안
that you
되냐?
know the gospel, you have understood the gospel too, but why do problems continue on in your life?
머리로 복음의 내용을 그냥 아는 거 말고 복음이 모든 것이구나라고 그게 인정돼야
You
돼.
can't just understand or comprehend the gospel with your own head, but you need to acknowledge the fact that the gospel is everything. Only then can you say you have understood the gospel.
이것 때문에 모든 문제 왔으면 이 문제 해결하는 그리스도는 모든 문제 해결이에요.
Think about this. If all problems began from here, then Christ who finished this problem is the solution to all of our problems.
경제 문제 그리스도.
Financial problems, Christ.
무슨 문제 그리스도.
Any problem, Christ.
나머지는 다 속임수.
Everything else are deceptions.
다 거짓말.
They're all lies.
나에게 어떤 문제가 옵니까?
What kind of problem comes?
우리 부모님들의 자녀 문제가 옵니까?
Do you have a problem? Parents, do you have a problem with your children?
거짓말.
Do not worry. That's all lies.
그리스도가 답이에요.
Christ is the solution.
우리 학생들 어떤 문제가 다가옵니까?
Students, do you have a problem?
다 거짓말이에요.
They're all lies.
다 속이는 거예요.
They're all deceiving you.
뭐예요?
What is it?
그리스도가 답이래요.
Christ is the solution.
그러니까 1 더하기 1은 기요미가 아니고 1 더하기 1은 그리스도,
So then 1 plus 1 is not 2. 1 plus 1 is Christ.
100 더하기 100도 그리스도,
100 plus 100 is also Christ.
삼각함수의 답도 그리스도.
And the answer to the Pythagorean theorem is also Christ.
히스토리의 답도 그리스도.
And the answer to history is Christ as well.
SAT 쓸 때 그리스도 다 쓰면 100점이야.
And so when you write Christ on all answers on SAT, you will get
만점,
100%.
만점.
You will get 100%.
근데 그렇게 쓰면 안 돼.
But you can't write that.
왜 안 될까요?
Do you know why?
선생들이 그거를 이해를 못 해.
Because your teachers wouldn't understand.
그러니까 선생들의 수준을 우리가 맞춰줄
So
필요가
we have
있어요.
to put ourselves in the shoes of the proctors and teachers.
예를 들면요. 제가 쓰는 어려운 말 단어들을 제가 우리 아이들한테 쓸 것 같아요?
For example, all the difficult words that I use, do you think I can use that term to my children?
문혁이가 어떤 실수를 하고 나서 막 뒤늦게 후회할 때 아이고 그게 각주고음 같은 짓이다라고 내가 말하겠냐고.
So there's, let's say, when I see my kid or my Eric made a mistake, do you think I will go there and tell him, oh, it happened because of certain issues, and I'm not going to talk about difficult words?
아무도 이해 못했잖아 지금. 그
No one
말을.
understood what I just said.
사자성어 같은 거 내가 쓰겠냐고.
Do you think I will use the important 4 characters words as Chinese characters to my children?
아유 참 궁여지책이다라고 내가 말하겠냐고.
Do you think I will say certain words, difficult words to my children?
안 한다니까요.
I won't do that.
알아듣게 말해줘야 돼.
But I have to tell them in a manner that they would understand.
선생들이 알아들을 수 있도록 우리가 배려를 해줘야지.
So we have to be considerate for our teachers, and we have to write answers.
세상 사람들이 이해할 수 있도록 배려를 해줘야지.
We have to be considerate for the people out there in the world.
그래서 공부도 조금 하는 거예요.
So that's why we study a little bit more.
세상 사람들하고 소통도 해야 되니까.
Because we have to communicate with the people of the
뉴스도
world.
좀 보세요.
And watch news as well.
근데 사실은 뉴스를 보긴 보는데 다 거짓말이에요, 그것도.
But although you watch news, consider them to be lies as well.
다 조작됐어.
They're all manipulated.
조작됐다는 말은 걔네들이 뭘 조작했다는 말이 아니라 다 속은 거예요.
What do I mean by that? I'm not saying that the company, the broadcasting station, have manipulated the news itself, but I'm saying that they're all deceived as well.
사실을 보도했어도요, 그 뉴스를 보는 사실을 보도하는 그 사실이 틀렸다고.
So even if they have reported about the fact out there, that itself, they were deceived.
여러분 저는 IS 문제를 압니다.
I know the problem of IS.
창세기 3장 문제예요.
That's Genesis chapter 3.
하나님 떠난 문제고요.
It's a problem of separation
그게
from God.
이스마엘 문제고요.
And that's a problem of Ishmael.
언약 놓친 문제예요.
It's a problem of losing hold of the covenant.
답은 그리스도예요.
The answer is the Christ.
맞아요?
Is that right?
그래서 우리 렘넌트들이 복음이 모든 것이다 라고 이해되고 고백되어지고 누려지게 되기를 주의 이름으로 축원합니다.
Our remnants, may you understand and acknowledge and confess the gospel is everything.
주님 감사합니다.
Lord, we thank you.
복음 누리는 우리 렘넌트들이 되게 하옵소서.
Let us enjoy the gospel.
복음이 올바르게 이해되어지는 우리 렘넌트들이 되게 하옵소서.
Let our remnants understand the gospel correctly.
예수 그리스도 이름으로
We pray in the name
기도드렸습니다.
of the Lord Jesus Christ.
아멘.
Amen.